Today we're using my fastest killing PU-21 here in Black Ops 6 Season 3. I made an overpowered class up that you guys can dominate lobbies with. Let's get right into the attachments. For my first attachment for the optic, I had the Jason Armory 2x scope. This is going to give you 2x magnification as well as 2 ticks of recoil gun kick control. I personally love this attachment because it's going to help out with the recoil gun kick control, so that way your gun isn't bouncing up at those longer ranges. So make sure you guys have this on. If you guys were wondering what reticle I was using the dead center one, but any one that looks like a circle will be fine. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 30% to the recoil gun kick control. For my next attachment for the muzzle, I had the compensator, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of vertical recoil control. I personally love this attachment because it's going to help out at those longer ranges, so your gun isn't bouncing around or having that really wonky recoil pattern. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with the stats, we're getting 28% to the recoil gun kick control and then 30% to the vertical recoil control. For my next attachment for the barrel, I had the reinforced barrel, and this is going to give you 3 ticks towards the damage range and then 2 ticks towards the bullet velocity. I personally love this attachment because at those longer ranges, your gun isn't going to be feeling like a pew shooter because the damage range is going to increase that TTK as well as the bullet velocity, making your bullets connect a lot faster at those longer ranges. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 15% to the bullet velocity, and then the damage at effective range is 52.6, and the damage on that is 27, and then the damage beyond range is 52.6, and the damage on that is 21. For my next attachment for the underbarrel, I had the vertical foregrip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks to the horizontal recoil control. I personally love this attachment because it's going to help out with the recoil control, so that way your gun isn't shaking or having that really wonky recoil pattern. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 2% to the recoil gun kick control and then 35% to the horizontal recoil control. For my next attachment for the magazine, I had the extended mag 2 on just because I was playing on the Chaos Nuketown playlist, which is 10v10, and I definitely got to say you can get a lot of feeds with this extended mag 2 on. You can definitely see it in the gameplay. This thing is amazing. The only thing that is definitely bad about this thing is you do have to sit back and reload for a little bit of time, but then you can get back into action and get at least like 4 to 5 kills without even needing to reload. So make sure you guys have this on. For my next attachment for the rear grip, I had the ergonomic grip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of dive to fire speed, 3 ticks of slide to fire speed, 2 ticks of ADS speed, and then 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed. If you guys do slide or dive a lot, you are definitely going to love this attachment because if you do slide or dive, you are going to be picking up your weapon extremely fast as well as ADSing fast, and whenever you do jump, that is going to increase the ADS speed as well. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 14% to the ADS speed, 14% to the jump ADS speed, 50% to the slide to fire speed, and then 50% to the dive to fire speed. For my next attachment for the stock, I had the infiltrator stock, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of aim walking movement speed. I personally love this attachment because it's going to increase your mobility, so that way whenever you are ADS'd and you're moving side to side, it is going to be a lot harder for your enemies to hit you since you are moving very fast. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 21% to the ADS movement speed. Finally, for the fire mods, I had the recoil springs on, and this is going to give you 1 tick of horizontal recoil control as well as 1 tick of vertical recoil control. I personally love this attachment because it's not going to take as much effort to control your recoil at those longer ranges than it would without this thing. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 5% to the recoil gun kick control, 5% to the horizontal recoil control, and then 5% to the vertical recoil control. Here are all the perks on the screen. For the wildcard, make sure you guys are using gunfighter so that way you guys can have all these attachments. Here are all the attachments on the screen with these stats. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today we're using the PU-21. I made an 8 attachment class setup. I kind of wish I had a 5 attachment class setup at my disposal just so I could have the gunship to ensure the win, but screw it. We're just gonna run and gun with this class. My teammates do hop on the hill a little bit more. We could yep, we're gonna get a little bit of a lead. I don't know why there's 3 people AFK on my team. That is wild. Solo in this game mode, I have never played it solo. I played 1 game and I backed out just because we were losing. Teammates didn't want to leave the house, so that's essentially why I left. It is a little bit trickier to get shrieks though with the MLG solo, just because you don't really have too much mobility. At close range, you're kind of screwed, sort of.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is
Give me enough
secure.
time to reload this thing. Thank you. I knew it was there just because of the sound of the shriek being called in. I'm gonna sit on this just for a little longer. I need some points. I got a UAV, but there is a counter up in the air, so I don't know why I called that in. I guess just in case I die, so that way I can get some more points. You do get a dude just sniped me, but you do get a 50 point assist every single time your teammate gets a kill when they do the UAV up, which is helpful. That's usually why I call them in, no matter what.
Hostiles reclaimed the lead.
Alright, there are 2 people on the edge. I gotta get those people out. Another one? No? Alright, he left. We do gotta find, we gotta get to this point. Alright, we gotta low-key get out of here, just because they're calling in all these shrieks. And we can go up here and cover that. The only tricky thing with this magazine, bro, I keep getting sniped. I don't understand why they're staying in the windows, but the only thing with this magazine, definitely hide if you are on a streak whenever you reload, just because this thing does take a long time to reload. My aim is terrible right now, holy moly. The next point is going to be on us, so we're going to sit back here. It is pretty crazy to see that Salty quit though. I mean, it was inevitable, honestly, from just like playing with him whenever the camera wasn't on. You could definitely tell he hated this game. I mean, I hate this game too, but I gotta keep pushing, honestly. There's no way this kid is just ADS down sight, still winning gunfights.
Enemy napalm strike incoming.
He's just sitting in the window, so there's no point. What in the world was that noise? Oh, he marked it. I've never heard that sound ever in my life before. Live pinging an actual streak. It's crazy. There's just too many people in this game mode. I can definitely tell you though, playing this with people, like playing this with friends is definitely fun. Playing it solo is not really too fun. I'm not gonna lie, just because you do have to worry about points and hopping on the hill. You do have to worry about a lot of teammates just not streaking or just camping. But these teammates have been relatively decent. Let me know if you do want to see some Warzone content on the second channel. I will definitely try and get some Warzone content out there for you. If you don't really care if it's in casual game mode, because that's probably the game mode I will only be playing. Grinding camos, I've only been doing it in that game mode just because it's super fun. Oh my god, we are gunning them right now. Sitting on the point. Let me get my 50 points. There's no way I lay down and he's still in the window. That's ridiculous. I can't believe someone's sitting in the window for that long with a sniper.
Overhead.
Ah, I couldn't drop shot in time.
Hardpoint located.
You're gunning them though. This is a very good class for like gunning down multiple people just because you got the biggest magazine on.
Hardpoint is active.
If you are trying to go for double kills, triple kills, this is definitely the class you gotta use. I'm trying to get that dude the whole time, but it's like freaking
Enemy
impossible.
UAV inbound.
Hit marker. I mean, this dude is just tracked out with the camping, I guess. And not necessarily camping by hill time, I should say. I'm not trying to sound like one of those boomers that thinks hitting on the hill is camping.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Super close on that one.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint
There are a few
identified.
people sitting mid. Why didn't I drop shot? It made me stand up.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint active.
Yeah, I could definitely tell you guys that if I ever stop playing Call of Duty, I'm definitely going to swap over to something else. Maybe different games, streaming or something. I don't know. But I'm definitely not going to put in my dreams.
Hardpoint locked down.
Operator established.
UAV in the turn. We have eyes on.
Teammates, I need you to grab my crash back.
Hardpoint located.
ESTL 50%. Check.
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Pretty good streaks though.
Hardpoint is secure.
Flying on fumes.
I see.
Oh, oh no.
Major Griffin, watchdog helo on my grid.
Think I'm done. Oh my god, my recoil on that thing? Absolutely terrible.
Hostiles have captured the
I don't know if
hardpoint.
this controller has stick drift or just like a hair in it. I don't know. This thing really isn't too good with me.
Hardpoint locked down.
Ever since this like I've been cleaning out, my controller kind of just doesn't feel the same. Like I feel like I have a little bit of stick drift.
Hardpoint active.
Here we go, we just unlocked the death machine, I think.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Yeah. I definitely will be trying this out on a 5 attachment class setup. And we got Jump Black Ops, which I don't even know who that is. Probably just the guy, they made a skin for the guy that's always on the cover of the Black Ops game. Oh my god, we're just
Hostile
shredding him.
counter UAV established above.
Calling in course.
Check 50%.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint located.
You could definitely go for some crazy feats with this thing.
Hostile LVBR drop detected. Hardpoint is active.
They just need to make hardpoint. Like, I don't even care if it's a 66, but make this thing at least last like 500 points like how this game mode does.
Hostiles have captured the
Because this
hardpoint.
actually makes the games last super long like the older Call of Duty. It's okay. Reminds me a lot of the BO4 days.
RCXD maneuvering.
I don't know why they took out like timeout or halftime.
Enemy CUAV
That's one
inbound.
thing I really miss about Call of Duty as well. 'Cause I feel like it gives you a fresh start at the halfway point
Hardpoint locked down.
of the game. I'm pretty sure the last COD we've had that in
Hardpoint
is
identified.
either BO4 or or Cold War. Oh my god, you almost got pooped on. Ultra kill. Dan, bro. I thought I was gonna get my C4 over the truck or in through that truck.
UAV fuel check 50%.
Teammate, shoot through the wall, you dummy. Let me know though if you guys want to see like a camo grind series and then some Warzone class setup for like other games in general. I could definitely record other games or stream other games on my second
Hardpoint
channel.
located.
Because that channel is kind of like for fun, honestly.
Hardpoint locked down.
Sure, some of these names are actually crazy in this game. Mainly on the other team.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hostile LCR
Bye bye to your counter. Bye bye.
hardpoint identified. Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh my god, you would have got pooped on. That's another reason why I love this ergonomic grip, whatever you want to call it, grip. You can like, it's such a smooth transition, even though it doesn't have the fastest ADS speed. You can still like, get into action quick. Teammate, I don't understand why you weren't shooting your gun before. Teammate, shoot your gun. I like how they shoot them after I die.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure. Enemy UAV inbound. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
I definitely gotta record with that nail gun soon because I haven't unlocked it yet.
Hardpoint locked down.
Actually, I think I just unlocked it by doing that. Because if you ask me, I'm not buying a bundle that looks like the same thing, just with tracers. I have enough for it just from Battle Pass, but I would rather not. I'd rather save it for the new weapons.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Because usually I do have to buy some tiers at the start of every COD. But it's like, I haven't really bought anything from the store. So I don't get enough from Battle Pass to get skins.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Because usually whenever I'm trying to get the weapons out early for you guys on season day, I have to spend a lot of tokens unlocking tiers. But they did, I think, create something. It's like a free Battle Pass page tier
Hardpoint
token,
is secure.
whatever you want to call it. That thing is pretty sick that you can skip a few tiers and get the weapon. Oh, really? One thing I don't like though is how Ever since MW3, the battle or 2, 3, whatever, had the black cell version of the battle pass, I don't really like that just because all of the blueprints in it are like black and gold. I guess that's the premise probably, but still you could add some more bright, or I should say brighter blueprints.
Operator establishing force tree.
That's a free kill right there if I can get my C4 over.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
I gotta get out of here. No safe for me. I think I could reload this in time before these two BO6 run around the corner. Yeah, because they're shooting up my stove. Actually, his streets. Alright, so we can shoot the tire of the truck and get a kill. Not gonna complain about that, but that's a little bit crazy.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Alright, 1 ways. 2 ways.
Hard point is secure. Hard point
Holy!
hard point locked down.
Alright, we'll take it with that. I mean, we didn't get too good of a War Machine call-in, but I would say that was a pretty effective one. We definitely didn't get to take all of the shots, but a quad feed with the War Machine, I'll take that. Molotov did damage to me and you realized, oh, there's a guy over there. Oh my god. Just let me throw my C4 in there, please. Cam. I stole Cameron. Appreciate my C4.
Hard point is
No?
secure.
Okay.
Hard point located. Hostiles have the hard
Yeah, this thing
point.
does have a little bit of a wonky recoil pattern.
Hostile UAV established.
I don't know if it's just me.
Net call. Inbound.
That dude had a gunny on him with that M4.
Finish the job.
Or XM4, I should say.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Alright, we're getting a little too comfortable, teammates. We do need to contest that hill a bit. A bit, I mean a lot. There are like hella friends on there. Hop on that hill.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
He just came around the corner and gunned us all
Hostiles
down.
have the hard
Burn spotted our ass. That's fine.
point. UAV inbound.
Stop contesting it, teammates. We got a whole new hill right on top of us.
UAV inbound.
What happened to the prestige camos? I just thought about that. I'm getting all this XP and we have no prestige camos anymore. Like 1 year they give us something, the next year they take it away. Oh, he's upstairs. I didn't even think of that. I thought teammate was watching that. Why would I think that?
Hostiles UAV established overhead.
We're gonna win this game now.
Timeline expired. UAV RCB.
Establish watchdog helo on station above.
152, I'll take it. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.